I think that probably more than anyone that I'm aware of, I have been screwed by chess.com and Lichess both, along with a lot of other streamers who called me cheaters, because I guess that's what people do now. But the point that I was making was that I'm trying to raise awareness as to what I view to be predatory practices by chess.com and Lichess. I'm not on an anti-cheating crusade. I'm somebody who's reacting to being banned. I feel like I'm reacting the way most people would react, which is with anger, disbelief, and by providing an excessive amount of evidence that I'm telling the truth. I set this up in August. So for 2 years, I've been not allowed to play humans on Lichess, and they keep saying your account has no restrictions. And I'm saying this is a lie. So I open a new account, and this is the second game. I don't want to get caught playing too well, because I know that that's not allowed. Okay, so now that's not really a threat, so I should not put him in check, but I bet I do. No, I don't. Okay, that was good. Now I put him in check. Okay, now I'm really close to having something here, and I need his bishop to move because it's almost checkmate. So I get it. I get what I'm doing here. Makes sense. So yep, now I will win hit. Okay, so I still get it. I think I just guessed I thought there was more here. I think normally there would be if you were playing a human, but I'm not. I'm playing a robot. And this is my second game on this account, and I'm quite obviously playing a robot, unless you want to argue that it's someone who's just cheating, but I don't think it is. I think it's a robot. A robot that's used 1.5 minutes on 30 moves. So now he's about to checkmate me. I forgot to also add, I just got back from the doctor. I'm being treated for my Dunning-Kruger syndrome. So I forgot. I've been advised to make sure everybody knows that I'm actually delusional, and I erroneously believe myself to be good at chess. I believe that's the controversial take, is that I'm good at chess. That's a massive blunder, but it doesn't matter because I only have 7 seconds left on the clock. I think I probably would still win this position against somebody who is actually rated 1,000, because I was playing from a new laptop with a new IP in a new location that Lichess had no record of. So they have zero way to automatically know that this is me. Zero way at all. And yet on my second game, I'm obviously playing a robot. Now, that's in the mind of somebody suffering very badly from Dunning-Kruger syndrome. So please, if you're watching this later, feel free to comment and correct the record. Just be specific. So I have a theory that last year, this is a delusion of mine, by the way. That was clear. So I have this delusion that last year, both Lichess and chess.com changed the way that they catch people who are cheating. And the way that they changed specifically was by having all new players play robots who are supposed to be a certain strength. Okay, I think I thought I had checkmate here, but I don't. I probably would against not a robot, but for the 500th time, we are playing a robot. So I am winning, and I'm not in danger of being checkmated, not quite yet. So here, basically he has to play knight d5 or knight c6. Plays knight c6. Check. Okay, I'm just looking for key moves in case there are any that would feed into my delusion. Now I have to play rook to c1, and I can almost guarantee that I mouse slipped there because I'm using a tracking pad. So I probably did that Not probably. I definitely, yeah, that's definitely a mouse slip. So I allowed a mate in one. Sad, sad, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is here, and so I lose my second or third game in a row signing up for a new account. So it's very interesting because then what happened is I think I won 23 consecutive games. My ELO was 846, and I've beaten a player rated 2000 over the board. So I should be able to win 23 consecutive games at least. So this is game number 4, and I've lost the first 3. The first one I lost because of the reset. The server reset. It was that day that I made this account. Okay, now he blunders, but I bet I developed a knight. No, look at that. Look how aware I am. Amazing. No, I'm just joking. I mean that, well, sort of. Okay, develop castle, pop out like a rock star. Oh, I pop out to the side, then like a rock star. Now his bishop is trapped. This game is over. Yeah, okay, the game is over. The game is over. I have announced. It's still a robot, but the game is over. And oh, this is the game that I played 99.9% accuracy or whatever. Thank you. This is all these games are recorded, and half of them are on my Patreon, which is free to join today. Please join my Patreon. Help me in my battle against Dunning-Kruger. Because then I did that, and I played, what is the accuracy here? 99% accuracy with an 8 pawn loss. So I recorded that from 3 angles, with a screen capture behind the shoulder, and then from my side, as well as having 2 audio recordings of it. So and let's repeat for the crowd in the future, hello future, that I'm playing on a new account, and Lichess is of the stated opinion that that my account has no restrictions on it, and yet every game so far that I've played has featured moves that I have not seen in over a year. So I win. Then I won, and then I won a game. Here's a draw. Look at that. Let's look at that quickly. All right. Okay, so it's a draw, but I was losing. I was going to lose this game. Yeah. Which shows you just how hard it is to play at the 1200 level if you've been banned. Now, of course, we must remember that I'm not actually banned. I'm having a delusion, a prolonged hallucinatory state. Okay, so now this looks good, but my opponent is a robot. All right, now what to do when they come for you, bad boys. So now I do a little dance here. Dance. Okay. All right. And as I continue to dance, this is the Arabian mate right there. Lovely. You learn more about your checkmates today by visiting Lichess, who has been lying to me for 3 years and tarnishing my reputation quite directly. And go to their Learn tab up at the top, where you can practice your checkmates in 1s, 2s, and any other number you, unlike myself, may be able to count to. It's been very hard to find anything to do other than obsess over my delusions. Luckily, my opponent, whose rating corresponds to that of half a beginner, ran out of time. Oh, yeah, 64 moves, playing 67% accuracy. So, that's so typical of games at the 1100 rating range, is to play 64 moves, but to have a few blunders in there. Then that game's available on my Patreon. You can see that. That game's available on my Patreon. You can see that. It's not very interesting. There's better stuff in here. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. All right, so I won 23 consecutive games. I played 95% accuracy in this game, which I filmed from 3 different angles, recorded the audio from 2 different angles, not with the intention of becoming a professional chess player that will sit across from the table of Etienne Becreux next week, but rather somebody who is trying to advertise their playing strength for the purposes of illustrating how obviously correct I am that I'm playing robots. You see? So don't be confused. I think so much of this comes down to people thinking that my delusions are intentionally provocative. My delusions only are incidentally provocative. It is, in fact, not a mission for me, but just a kind of my pastime to indulge in these delusions. And now I have, that. Oh, I didn't play it. Whoa, what am I doing? There we go. That's better. All right, now take and then push c4. So I pin his queen. So yeah, this is not a super convoluted trick. This is me being pissed off. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And goddamn. And he actually doesn't really have anything here, although he's quite close. I've just been given a tranquilizer. The one thing I wanted to add is that it might be confusing when I talk about how I believe I'm playing robots, and yet I just signed up for a new account and they have no record of me. So some people might see that and think, or hear that. Some people might hear that and go, that doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't it be one or the other? You would think it would be. Like you're being screened. Is that everybody at this point is having their new accounts audited by robots. So they're having you play a bunch of robots with the assumption that like half of the people that sign up for a new account are going to be playing unfairly in some way. Let's go here. And then I have some devastating moves. So this is going to be a lot like when I'm on the dance floor. Devastating moves will be found and enjoyed by all. Now I'm going to do this and checkmate him. I checkmated him.